Alright, this is gonna be a quick, short video, boys. By the way, thank you all for the subs, likes, comments, subscribes, shares, everything. All the support you guys have given me is just tremendous. Reaching my goals and stuff has never been, better since 2024, so thank you guys. Anyways, the video's purpose is to talk about how Cataclysm ruined WoW. Now, I'm gonna try to keep this a bit short, like 2 minutes. I'm on my way to turn the quests in, but I want to point out like the like how important of a person you are, the notoriety I think in game, like the how big you become from classic to cataclysm. So right here, right now, this is Gilneas, right? Ruins of Gilneas. I'm in Silver Pine, the Silver Pine campaign. You're fighting Forsaken Command, and you're going down through Silver Pine Forest into Gilneas, and then you're here. And the whole purpose of this is to like fight for Gilneas, and the undead are putting so much importance on you that it's actually ridiculous. Like you're just I'll let you read the quest text right here. The Forsaken Command device right here. The FCD buzzes. Howls can be heard in the background. Oh, Fish, can you read me? Do you read me? Come in, Fish. This is likely my final transmission. The Worgen have overrun Forsaken Forward Command. It is now only a matter of time before the base is lost. Belmont and the Valkyr Arthura have left. Belmont mentioned that you will rendezvous with you at Emberstone Village, located to the northeast. Find Belmont. Fish, our mission, our very existence depends on it. You are our only hope. And prior to this mission, right here, this guy, there's an undead in this tower right here, cowering. I'll show you in a second. But you take this quest from him, and there's a whole army of elite Forsaken guards. These are the elite Forsaken guard for the Forsaken Vanguard. Right here, Captain Runsack. Rutsack. The quest going into it. The 7th Legion. They rushed us in the dead of the night. Their captain barked orders as the submariners slaughtered my men. Then he came to me, put his face in mine, and he said something I'll never forget. The name's Master Sergeant Pietro Zarin, officer in the 7th Legion. When you see your soldiers being slaughtered in your nightmares, if you even still dream, remember my name and tremble. Avenge my soldiers. Avenge my soldiers. Killed the 7th Legion occupying the cathedral quarter of Gilneas City, southwest of here. And then you see him, he's cowering like a pathetic mutt. And you suddenly, like, these guys can't defeat this legion, the 7th Legion, legendary combatants of the Alliance, present in every war, like, since, like, you know, vanilla or something, and they expect you to just do it yourself, right? And then you kill like the leader, and that's no big deal. And then like the idea is like this one, it's even further. The entire forward command is gone, and you are the only hope to win this war. And like not only that, but like let's take it back a bit. Like we go from here, and we're going from the Forsaken Front to Sepulture, over the Forsaken Command. We're just here watching Sylvanas and Garrosh fight, and then we're doing some basic stuff. We go to the Forsaken Rear Guard, and all we're doing is we're killing some trash mobs, and we're helping out in a village fight. Right? We're a basic soldier. So like the whole point of Cataclysm and how it fucked up all of WoW is it changed your importance in the storyline from having you as so in classic you're just some random nobody who gives a fuck about you. You ain't shit. You gotta earn your rights, your bragging rights and shit. Like you earn your right as a hero fighting the Lich King in Wrath of the Lich King by defeating the Light of Dawn, and then phase like a phasing technology happens where you're in a new phase and you defeated the Lich King and you are part of like this elite group now that you've done it. So you've actually done something and you have this like elite view about you, right? But like you didn't just start with it. Whereas like in Cata, you are that guy. You are him, right? You are that guy. And there's no stopping you being that guy. And they're already like at level 20, like on an alt, I'm just some random orc, and they're like, "We need you. You're the only hope." Like the importance of yourself and your character just becomes so like you are a primordial force of nature, and this gets taken like so far to where you are literally fighting titans and gods in Legion, and you are like the all powerful heroes of Azeroth. And while this is a cool concept to an extent, this is like power creep within the lore, which is actually really bad. And like it's not like it's earned power creep. You just get the power creep at the start of the game, and this honestly this ruined WoW because the power creep like okay, so going from Wrath to Kata, you could take a look at something here. Let me pull up the Atlas loot real fast, and let's look at some raid gear. So in Molten Core, right? So we have Molten Core, we have Gar, and we have Bindings of Thunder Fury. So this is Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker, level 80 weapon. Let me fuck with my guild real quick. Did somebody say Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker? Alright, so then we're gonna go to the next expansion, right? And let's go to Girl's Lair. And we have a one-handed sword. So we have this weapon, side by side this weapon, right? And oh wait, this is a spell power weapon. That's not a really good comparison. Let's go to Magtheridon's Lair, right? So mm, not good either. Damn it. Serpent Shrine Cavern, maybe. I think this was higher tier. 128, 125. Uh, Tempest Keep, maybe? Yeah. Okay. So we need to find a one-handed sword or something. Let me see. One-handed mace. Whatever. Alright, so that's fast attacking, but like look at the DPS, okay? So it's 54 to 100. So it's a big jump, but that's because it's a whole expansion and later, and this is also 60 item levels. um here we go. This is a better comparison. Right there. So you can see the damage difference, the difference in like power and whatnot. And this is from like the first raid to like an extra raid. So then you have from TBC. So let's go Sunwell, right? We're gonna take the last raid of TBC to Wrath, and then I'll do Nax loot so you can see. You can see. Right here, Apollyon. Right. Okay, I can do this. This versus where's next? Tramis, Kel'Thuzad, and not last laugh. Betrayer of Humanity. So we could take a look at the two items. So right there on the left you have the TBC item, and then on the right you have the end game two-handed axe. Let me bring up a different item. I think one drops off a patchwork, right? A two-handed weapon. Yeah. Okay. So this is a lower item, so it's not Kel'Thuzad. Here you can see the difference, and it's really not as huge as Cataclysm, right? So you can actually use the TBC items that you got at the end game from Kill Jaden to go through all of Wrath of Lich King leveling And you can even use them in some of the raids of Wrath of the Lich King. Like, look at that. That's a really nice item on the left side. And then considering the gems, the gem sockets, it's actually viable inside Naxxramas. So some of TBC items in Sunwell were considered BIS, pre-raid BIS, like better than all the dungeon items and stuff going into Naxxramas, so going into Wrath of the Lich King. So all of your gear wasn't immediately replaced once the next expansion hit. Now I could tell you one thing. The hardest item to get in Wrath of the Lich King 25 man right here, we have Shadowmourne. So we have this item, Shadowmourne. Was this buffed? Why does it look like it was buffed? Crit haste. It's supposed to have crit armor pen. Yeah, this was buffed. That's weird. Let me see. $954 to 1592 and crit armor pen, 114 armor pen, 114 crit. Yeah, they changed the stats on it. Yeah, but long story short, this axe gets replaced with a random ass green that you find off of like a level 80 mob, or maybe a blue that you get from questing. And this is Shadowmourne, the legendary two-handed axe that you spent months and months and months grinding in Wrath just to replace it with some trash-ass item off of questing mobs. And then going into raids, you won't even have a single item from quests or from Wrath. Nothing in Wrath is relevant going into Cataclysm. There's no connection, so you could skip Wrath entirely if you can power level through it, and then you equip all your shit from Cataclysm, and you were Cataclysm relevant. There's no use in doing anything in TBC, and like the fact is that's bullshit. In Classic, I think Thunder Fury was BIS during Phase 1 of TBC, and same there was relevancy at Endgame with TBC going into Wrath, and then Cata just said fuck it, threw everything in the garbage, and then like the biggest problem. So I know Uh, I've been rambling for like a good like 5 minutes now, but the biggest problem was with Cata. Two things. The first one, the irrelevancy of the previous expansion and throwing away all the progress that any person has made, and putting so much power into the hands of a single player in terms of lore, in terms of relevancy, and like gameplay. You don't be like you're just given all this power in terms of lore. So if you do the Hyjal quests, so in Mount Hyjal, you fight Ragnaros, and you're standing there, and Malfurion and Cenarius are fighting Ragnaros and pushing him back into the Firelands, and you're fighting with them as if you're lore accurately you're as powerful as Cenarius, right? It's like what the fuck? With Oldham, you are going through temples and fighting Schnatz and members of the Black Dragon clan all by yourself with an Indiana Jones mock-up. In Maelstrom and Deepholm, you are literally fighting Therazane and her like most powerful earth elementals. She is an elemental lord on par with Ragnaros and Alakir and Neptulon. And I mean, Vashtir, you're just fighting some Nagas, so it's not that big of a deal. Twilight Highlands, it makes more sense. Like it's orcs versus dwarves. So, like those two zones aren't even that bad, but like the other zones are pretty damn bad. Gilneas, you were the final hope of Sylvanas in Silverpine Forest. You were better than her elite guard at like level 10. Um, in the Blasted Lands or Badlands. In the Badlands, you're going through quest lines, and you are duping, I think is a word. So you're tricking Deathwing into allowing you to take the final eggs from the Black Dragonflight that are not corrupted by old god magic, right? So these are the most important eggs in the entire Azeroth universe, and you're literally fooling Deathwing in the Badlands and like converting Black Dragon eggs. And I mean, there's probably like a whole bunch of crap in these other zones. Oh, Swamp of Sorrows, you're single-handedly taking down the Alliance. Um, you're beating them and saving a town. I don't know what else to point out. I mean, like, there's so much crap. Like, okay, okay. Before we get into like okay, not even before we get into it, because before I end it, I mean before I end this video, I want to point out how in the Ghostlands you are talked into by quest givers, and it's expected that you have groups of people. You bring your friends and you take down these undead, and you go in the deep home and you kill Darkhan, the like all powerful undead blood elf that converted his people into undead and betrayed them and whatnot. You're supposed to take him down with a magical artifact, and you're supposed to bring friends to do so, because the magical artifact is supposed to reduce his power to the point where you can take him down with a group of people, and you can't do it all alone. And like the difference, like immediately before I end this video, the difference between classic is taking down Darkhan with a magical artifact and a group of friends versus walking in there as an orc like me. I'm a badass. Chopping this dude's head off, even if he's the Lich King himself. I walk in there, solo his ass, kill him as if I'm Sylvanas killing Bolvar in the Lich King cinematic of Shadowlands at the announcement of Shadowlands. Like that's the difference of Cataclysm, right? When you raid the spine of Deathwing and whatnot, like in Wrath of Lich King, you have this badass cinematic Arthas build up and everything. Arthas is on the top of the frozen throne. You fight him on the frozen throne. He literally kills you, and you get brung back by like plot armor and shit, and you're just like, oh, thank God we survived. And then Deathwing, you fight on the back of his backside, and then Thrall takes all the glory, and there's no fight with the dragon or anything. It's like, come on. Like the fun was taken out of this expansion, and let's be real. The only enjoyable part of Cataclysm, like the best part of Cataclysm, is Firelands. Ragnaros Heroic is probably the coolest fight you can experience in Cataclysm, and like the Dragon Soul content is pretty ass. It's pretty freaking bad. So I think I made my point. I think Cataclysm is a fun expansion. I'm not saying it's not, but I also think that it threw all the essence of WoW into the garbage, and it turned into the modern WoW. Cataclysm is no longer classic WoW. Cataclysm is the start of WoW 2, and I don't think Cataclysm was a good thing. And I understand and realize that there's no universe in the multiverse of thousands and thousands of universes where I move on to Cataclysm and say this is a good game, and I would rather play Cataclysm than Wrath of the Lich King. I don't think that's a possibility. I think I will always, in every single universe, have played Wrath of the Lich King for 15 years, be it on a private server, WoW Classic, whatever. Just continue playing Wrath of the Lich King because Wrath of the Lich King was, in essence, the best version of World of Warcraft they have ever made. And that's just the end of it. I don't think they did good with Cata. I don't think they did good at all with Cata. So with that, I'm going to end the video. I want to hear your thoughts. I want you to give me everything that you have going on in your brain. It's been 20 minutes of me rambling, giving my opinions and whatnot. And without your thoughts, opinions, provocations in the comment section, there won't really be any discussion. It'll just be a rambling video, and that'll be the end of it. So hopefully you guys start engaging in the comment section and we can have some debates. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.